to another episode of SwillinGrog's Wonderful World of Beer. This time around I'll be reviewing Mountain Goat Hightail Ale, 4.5% alcohol by volume, brewed and bottled by Mountain Goat Beer Proprietary Limited of Richmond, Victoria, here in Australia. Now, what more can I tell you about Mountain Goat Hightail Ale? Well, I've never tried it before. This is another beer that Jez recently sent me. I think that he liked it, if I can remember rightly, so I'm most keen to try it. So let's grab the trusty Enterprise bottle opener and crack off the cap. Okay, and I'll pour it out into this majestic pub glass. Oh, there was some nice smoke there too. Very nice to see. Okay, giving it a pour. It looks like a very active beer, to quote Jez. Okay, have a look at that. It sure looks good. Now let's make an assessment of the appearance. Well, the appearance is a very dark amber colour. Yeah, I'd say it's fairly transparent. There's a fair bit of carbonation present there too. It's got a very thick tan head, more than 3 fingers in fact. Let me just top it up a little here. Alright. Okay, not sure whether it's bottle conditioned. Anyway, it looks like an awfully good amber ale, so let's move on to the aroma. What I'm picking up is, some toffee, some caramel. Those aromas are very pronounced, and there's a little bit of citrus present there too. Anyway, onto the taste test, the most important part of the review. Cheers to you all, and a special cheers to Jez for sending this to me. Thanks, Jez. Alright. Alright, well, it has a very nice hot bite to it. Up front, you're tasting, those rich roasted malts that have, got those caramel toffee flavours. They're really delicious. I really do like, this style of beer, to be honest. Let me just top this up a little. Alright, the bitterness is quite minimal, but, probably a bit more pronounced than, you'd expect. There's a bit of sourness that does linger in the palate, but I'm very keen to give this another gulp. Well, it's definitely holding that taste profile, although one criticism is that I'm finding it a little bit watery. Perhaps it has something to do with the ABV, but yeah, it's just a little thin, I feel, and yeah, I mean, it could be a bit more sort of viscous, a bit more creamy, but it's still quite a decent brew. I don't want to really knock it anymore. I am really enjoying it and finding it quite refreshing. What would I say in terms of its drinkability? Well, it's very drinkable, and at 4.5% ABV, it's very sessionable too. So you could certainly knock back a carton of these, any time of year, in fact. What would I give it in terms of a score out of 10? Well, I do need to have another gulp. It's very nice. I can't really comment on, how it is in terms of, its affordability, because, I don't really know what it retails for. I would assume that it's probably not, competitively priced. It's probably, one of the more expensive sort of brews out there, because it is like a, craft brew and everything, but I'm just guessing. I've never really looked into it. But yeah, it's still certainly, well worth checking out if you do see it around. You're not going to be disappointed. In terms of a score out of 10, well, I'd probably be inclined to give it an 8 out of 10. It's a pretty solid amber ale. Anyway, once again, I must thank Jez for sending me this brew. once again, you've outdone yourself, Jez. And like I said in my last review, I'm really looking forward to, our next beer mails. Anyway, that's pretty much it from me. So, until next time, fare thee well, all.